everybody.
Hello.
Hi, we're so glad that you're here this morning. I have no idea really how YouTube works or any of the goings on with YouTube. So I don't know. Are people like just cruising around YouTube and they may come across us? I don't know. Do you have to look for us specifically? Who knows what's going on there? But if you're just maybe milling around and you come across us and you're like, who's the blonde lady with the big mouth? Welcome!
With the big bounce?
With the big mouth.
More bounce for the ounce. Like that one.
What is that little ditty?
Heavy D.
I don't know if you're trying to be mean to me right now.
The overweight lover, Heavy D.
Okay, David, you've said bounce for the ounce, Heavy D, and the overweight lover, and all of it is offensive. What are you saying to me right now?
Heavy D. You don't remember Heavy D?
He's called the overweight lover? I've never heard that in my life.
Yes, he's called the overweight lover.
David, are you making this up? Tell me in my ear.
I'm not.
I've never heard this in all my days.
But you know who Heavy D is, right?
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? We don't want to have to pay. Hey, right now it is really rainy outside, and I thought it was cold, which is why I'm wearing a long sleeve dress. It's not really that cold, but what is it where you are? See, a lot of people say, hey, tell us where you're watching from. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care where you're watching from. What I want to know is what's going on outside your window.
What I'm caring.
Okay.
Should color be out?
Should color, look at me. Look at me. Color be in. Color be in. Good morning, Radkes. Hello, Sue. Okay. Cruising on the highway on my way to Mickey's. That sounds like a country and western song. Cruising on the highway to my way to Mickey's Bar and Grill. Okay, so tell us what it is. It is raining in Pasadena. It is 80-something in Florida. It is a cloudy 62 in Lubbock. If that's a dress, you're going to have to share the details. That's not, okay, you know, it's 67 where Mary Lopez is. This is a dress.
This isn't.
And when I tell you guys, I need it. It came in 3 colors, and I'm going to go back and get the other 2. I'm not kidding you. It's the most, but you know what? Thursday things. It's so comfortable. And it's thermal, that thermal knit. They got on 3 colors. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to talk about it right now. Cloudy, but no rain. Did she just gag on my name? Okay. You know what? I don't even know what that means. Y'all, I'm drinking this stuff. And it is called Trim Fit. And I have never used it in my life.
So your friend sent it to you?
Clearly.
Y'all know, Y'all know Melissa has been on an amazing health journey. Fortunately, I've got to go along for the ride myself as well.
It's been a journey and I'm back.
At first, I felt kind of carjacked. Like she got in the car with a gun and told me I was going to drive her. But no, but anyway, yeah, so she's done amazing. But yeah, she just kind of said
I've stalled. I hit 55 pounds and it was just, my body was like, you know what? We're not interested anymore. We're going to start smoking again. I mean, my body's just like, no way. So my girlfriend sent me this in the mail. She didn't even ask for a penny, but she sent it to me and she said to try.
It was strange because it was just a white envelope.
No, stop it. But I will look at it. It's got little grains. You can see the little grainies. But hey, it tastes okay. It's grape. Taste it.
No, because I was about to say, does it break your fast?
Yeah, but I had to have it. I had to have it this morning because I'm headed out of town right after this. And so I had to have it. And it's called Trim Fit. And I don't ever do anything like this, y'all. So I'm going to report to y'all.
Has anybody ever trimmed fit before?
Everybody ever trim fit? Have you ever been trim fit? Probably not. All right. Hey, before we go any further, I want David to address something for me and for you guys. And that is we have a lot of fun on the Radke Show. We love you guys so much. And you feel like if maybe you are a part of our community membership and you are part of the Radke family, maybe you're not. I don't care. I don't care. If you're here in the mornings, you feel like family to us. And there's something obviously going on in the world today that David wants to address because we like to have a lot of fun here. We like to have a good time. But please let it be known that we're not ambivalent to what is going on in the world. We're not numb to it. We're not, oh, that's that. We like to have fun. No, we're just going to keep it light in here. We're not ambivalent to what it is. So
yeah, I mean that those of you that have watched us for a while, you already kind of know this. If you're new to the Radke Show, we're so glad that you're watching, spending some time with us. But yeah, in general, we want to be, be funny, have some laughs, be encouraging, and we're not going to dive into, the stuff that can be heavy on us. Number one, certainly we're not going to dive into things that can drive division between us, because we are our goal. We've always talked about it and visualized it in the sense of a large table. We want to build this big, massive table that everybody can come and sit down with and spend time together, no matter what your belief system is, no matter how you vote, no matter who you love, no matter where you work, whatever the case is. We all forget that we have so much more in common than we have differences. And so that's just kind of a general statement. That's not necessarily about this, but we did just want to mention our heavy hearts for the people in Israel right now, with the just barbaric attacks that have just been thrown on them, and innocent lives, young babies and older people, and just it's a very, very sad thing. Of course, that region throughout history has been volatile, sometimes more than others, but it's just horrific what we're seeing right now. And so the thoughts, like I said, our hearts are very heavy. And when I say our thoughts and our prayers are there, again, we never, our intention is never to shove our belief system down on you, but I truly mean that our prayers are with them. That's not just something that is thrown out haphazardly.
Yeah, I hate it when people say that, actually.
And so
our thoughts and prayers.
I don't mind people saying it if
they mean it.
Actually mean it. If it's just your thoughts, then say my thoughts are with you because you thought about it, But anyway, just a really sad time going on over there, and there's just a lot of innocent people that are being hurt, and just a blip on the other side. I'm sure there are Palestinians that would rather Hamas not be their, the face of what they feel that their place in the world is, and their struggle and those kind of things. But Hamas has kind of taken that lead and ran. And
one of the things that I don't ever want to be is and please, I don't use this. I'm not using this word in a braggadocious way, but as we are the hosts of this show and this family, and what I don't ever want to be is a leader who over people who don't care. And I personally think that people don't care until they know how much we care. And I want to know that you guys are people who care about what's going on in the world. Even though you can't touch it or feel it, even though you don't smell the gunpowder, you don't feel the dust on your face from the bombs, even though you've not seen a beheading this morning, I want to lead people who care very much about what's going on in the world. And my heart is really, really heavy for the world this morning. And whatever my heart is, God's heart is times a million. That's how he feels. And I know God is so grieved this morning. And if it grieves him, may it grieve us. May it grieve us. And that's the biggest thing that I'll say. So, so now moving in a completely different direction. Thank you for letting us share that. Moving in a completely different direction. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is Houston 2, Minnesota Twins 1. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Now tonight around 9:30, it'll be Houston 3. David, tell them how much we yelled last night.
We yelled a lot.
We yelled a lot. We had a special dinner. It didn't turn out great, but I made it because David saw it on TikTok and he wanted us to eat it. We'd had it before. It turned out fine. This time it didn't turn out great. But we followed it up with a great dessert while we watched our boys win. And I love it because we have a guy on our team. And if you don't watch the Astros baseball, you don't know who I'm talking about. But his name is Air Jordan. And they kept saying, the announcers kept saying, don't pitch to him.
Stop pitching
to him. And every time he got up there and he just drove one out of the park. Stop pitching. Every single time he got up, and he got up to bat like 5 times, don't pitch to him. But Minnesota kept pitching to him. And so what do y'all want us to do? Feel bad for y'all? We can't.
I kind of wish they would stop saying that.
What? Stop pitching to him?
Yeah, pitch away.
Pitch to him.
Go ahead, pitch away. Very good night last night.
Connie Bowers said, let's finish it up, Astros. But that leads me to my next question. Connie, okay, a little known fact about me. Things that Melissa can't figure out. Air conditioning in the house, temperature. I don't know how to use it.
Is it going up?
Is it going up or down? What does that mean?
Cool.
I don't understand that.
Cooler.
Time zones. And best out of 5. Okay? Even best out of 3 can throw me for a loop. Best out of 5, I'm out of here. I always say to David, how many more do we have to win? And I know he must look at me like, you're almost 50. Am I really having to tell? Can't do it. Cannot do it, y'all. So Connie Bowers, when you say, let's finish it up, Astros, if we win tonight and we will have won 3, are we done? Mm-hmm. Oh, we are.
That's the best of 5. Okay, so
baby, how many times in 30 years have you held my hands and done this little thing?
There's 2 teams, and it's the best of 5. Okay, so if one team wins 3,
David, don't do it.
Could another team win 3?
Well, you only have 2 down.
Right. So one team won 3.
Oh, okay.
Could another?
No.
Okay, so the best of 5 is the first one that wins 3.
Okay.
So the next 2 series, the American League and National League Championship, and then the World Series, they're best of 7.
Oh, Lord, we'll have to call in.
Okay. Hold up 7 fingers. Okay. It's the best of 7. So how many do you think they have to win? 4. There you go. Very nicely. Hey, speaking of 3 wins, we've got to give our shout out to the Rangers. We like the Rangers.
I don't like them at all. Well, one time they tried to fight us. I
actually loved the Rangers growing up, and I would still say I love them. It's too hard when you're in the same division to love another team. It's very, very difficult. But we do like the Rangers. Glad to see them doing well. They beat Baltimore, who was the number 1 seed on the American League side. They swept them. In fact, they swept their first game too. So they have had 5 playoff games. They ain't lost yet. Mm-hmm. So they're on
a streak.
They are hitting at the right time, and they are ready to take down the Astros.
Yeah.
So
okay.
And I do
don't
think
say they're ready to take down the Astros.
Well, they are. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying in their minds they are ready to do it.
Yeah.
And I think what's going to be cool, Astros have to finish business with Minnesota first. But if they go on, the American League championship will be Bruce Bochy against Dusty Baker.
You're kidding me. I was just thinking about Bruce Bochy the other day, and I was thinking, when was the last time that I saw him at the Piggly Wiggly? And I was like, Bruce Bochy, I saw him at a Piggly Wiggly one time, and he was buying a pot roast, and I said, Bruce, are you getting a pot roast? And he said, yes, because last night we had Chinese, but tonight we don't want Chinese. And I was like, Bochy Chinese. And then, I don't know who that is, Bruce Bochy. But I want to be in on your conversations bad sometimes.
I think if you stopped and thought, Bruce Bochy has been in the league about as long as Dusty Baker. He won 2 World Series with the Giants.
David.
We knew someone on the Giants at the time. Actually, I'm sorry, Bruce won 3.
David.
Bruce won 3 with the Giants.
David.
Brandon Belt was with 2 years.
You shut up. Oh, no, you shut up. Okay, we don't know.
Anyway.
But Lacey Gleaton asked a great question. She said, but what about that Red River rivalry this weekend? I don't know what the heck she's talking about, but it sounds to me like someone's out doing some cosplay in Confederate gear. That's what that sounds like.
No, that was in Sooner and Longhorn gear. And the Sooners knocked off the Longhorns.
They did.
Everybody, I believe Texas had gone all the way up to number 3 and thought if they were decisive enough that they could move to number 2.
Are they decisive enough? Could they move to number 2? Number 2.
But we're all just living in the Georgia Bulldogs world.
But all we're doing
They're
is
number 1.
living in a bulldog world.
Luke happens. It doesn't matter who's 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter who makes the playoffs. I think Georgia's going to handle it.
Speaking of Georgia Bulldogs, Emily Gibbs, who, by the way, doesn't care a hoot about the Georgia Bulldogs. She's Mississippi all the way. She texted me yesterday, and she's Ole Miss. You need to say University of Mississippi or Ole Miss. Oh, she's an Ole Miss, all right.
Because if you say Mississippi,
there's gray in her hair.
Mississippi, you kind of leave it up. Is it University of Mississippi? Is it Mississippi State? Then you got Marianne getting
okay.
all...
Anyway, she texted me yesterday to let me know. Okay, this is the truth. To let me know that there was going to be a Golden Girls play at the Orpheum Theater. I need people to know. First of all, don't text me something like that, and I'll tell you why. The 2 words Golden Girls, I have them on a Google alert. So anytime anything is written about the Golden Girls, my phone buzzes. I don't need you telling me about the Golden Girls they're going to have a play about them at the Orpheum. I already know. I know there's a puppet show about them in Arkansas. I know that, what?
I was going to say, the other thing is, anytime you hear the word Orpheum, you giggle.
Sounds like orifice. And our show just went dirty.
I got to check that box now. This video is not suitable for children.
Okay, we've got questions we've got to get to this morning. And I asked David, because today's We're Here For You Wednesday. And we're going to be here for 2 people. For 2 people, because I don't think we got any more time than that. But we're going to be here for them. And I said to David this morning, should we sing the song? Should we sing the song? It's been so long since we sung the song. Should we sing the song? Should you sing along? What do y'all think? Should we sing the song? It's been so long since we sung along.
I'll sing the song under one condition. First of all, if you're new to the Radke Show, you've never been in Melissa's membership app before and been a part of Rising Radke and those things, you have no idea what we're talking about. But we have a... was it nominated for a Grammy? No.
Actually, no.
It was not at all.
It was actually nominated for a Tony Award, which is weird because...
but it was, Tony Belushi.
It was Tony Danza Award.
He loves it.
Tony Belushi. It was Tony Bocci who had Chinese last night.
But listen, this is if we're going to do this, if we're going to kick this up a notch, every single person. What was that?
I don't know. It popped up in my eye.
But what fell in it?
I don't know. Are my earrings on? I think it was just a bubble, like a little piece of ice, like a bubble. David, stop! I've got to get trim and fit. Okay, go ahead.
Is that what it is?
Tony Belushi down at the shop.
So here's the deal. We will do this under one condition. Every person that is watching live, every person that is watching on replay, every person that is watching this in the year 2034, right now, you have to, what do they have to comment? They got to say something in the comments. Sing it.
They have. They, honest to God, have. They've already done that.
Sing it. Or
sing it, Jolene. Bring to put your bra on.
So you've got to comment. Then you're going to have to like it. And then you're going to have to do your homework. And your homework is you're going to have to share this. Understand? You're going to share this. It's going to help get the word out, not only on the Radke family, but this song, which we were robbed of our Grammy of. And there's a loophole that I think we might still be able to get into next year's voting. But we're going to need your help.
That's right. Brenda, put your bra on. It's about to get good. Something's going down in the trailer hood. Have y'all heard that song? I just heard it this morning for the first time, and it's so cute. All right, here we go. We're here for you each and every day, but especially on Wednesdays. We're here for you each and every day, but especially on Wednesdays. Why wouldn't you share that? Why wouldn't you? You dirty piece of garbage.
I like how we're so professional that the first time, as I was saying, I was thinking, is Wednesday singular or plural? So I went with the singular. She went with the plural. Then at the end of the song, I thought, okay, I messed up. I'll go with the plural. I went with the plural at the end, but she went with the singular at the end.
Well, now we can only do one question. All right. Please keep my name anonymous.
All right, Susan, we sure will.
My youngest kid is a senior in high school and just turned 18 this past Saturday. He came home from football practice today with a flyer about rugby. He wants to join, of course. Sports are not offered at the school he goes to, so we have to join clubs, which is a tad pricey. My husband and I looked up the information, and it is not something we can afford. And also, the practices are in Houston. We live 45 minutes away, so I'm not thrilled with the drive either. He has been in soccer, swim, baseball, track, and now football. So we have let him have a lot of opportunities. He has been dedicated to each sport he has been in. Even with his job, he would not be able to afford the cost. My husband and I both work, but it takes all we have to make ends meet. So what is your advice? I want this to be a memorable last year of school for him. When he graduates this spring from high school, he will be going right into a trade. So I want him to enjoy being a kid as long as he can. Am I being too protective? Do I say yet again, this is something we can't afford? Okay, that was weird because all of a sudden she wrote something about being too protective when she had not mentioned being protective at all the entire email. She had made it sound like she didn't want him to do it because of time and money, distance and money. And then all of a sudden at the end, she's like, or am I being too protective?
So
what?
So maybe she is even in writing. I mean, they say writing can be therapeutic. Maybe even in writing, she's getting down to the real cause. Not that it isn't expensive or not that it isn't 45 minutes away, but maybe she's getting down to the real root of, I'm scared for him doing that. And I have never played rugby. I've seen it. It seems like there would be a lot of injuries. I feel like there's a lot of people that are missing teeth.
Well, I was going to say, so that's the thing. Honestly, as I was reading your email the whole time, I was not being an active listener. Or was I being an active listener? Because all I was doing was thinking about what I wanted to say. I think that's called, I don't know, but I wasn't being good. But the whole time I was thinking, all she's doing is talking about the distance and the money. I would be talking about his face and his teeth. So listen, so what I'm hearing you say, Mom.
Here's the first question, though. How handsome is this kid? Okay.
Not very.
If he's not very, let him do it. Come on. He's about to graduate. If it might be a moneymaker or might help him in his career, maybe not. That's just my...
We've got people saying sometimes the answer is just no. We got other people saying you only live once, let him do it. Someone else is saying tell him no. Someone else is saying rugby is a rough sport. I'm going to tell you what I think. I think what you're concerned about is you don't want to say the words, we can't afford that right now. Like you're sick of saying those words. We could not agree.
One relates to you more than we.
Honestly, we've been doing crap for our kids lately that we can't afford. Okay? So I get that you don't want to say that, so don't. Just tell him the other thing, which is also very true. Dude, we have said yes to every single sport, and you've killed it. It's great. I'm going to say no to this one. I ain't got time. The distance is far away. And also, it's your senior year, and I don't want you limping across the stage. I want you to look nice for senior pictures. I'd like for you to wear your hat without your arm in a cast. Like, just not this one. Okay, buddy, not this one. I mean, make fun of it, like make it fun, make him laugh about it, but like, sometimes it's okay to say no. And it doesn't have to be, no, we can't afford it. No, it's too expensive. Just no. I don't want you to wheel across the stage. I don't want to have to look for a handicap seat section at your graduation. I mean, no, just no this time. Okay? We've said yes to a million of them. We're going to say no to this one.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that the senior year, I think that's a definite.
Nobody wants to go on, their senior trip to Cozumel in traction.
I bet this mom right here is going, he might get to go to the Rainforest Cafe. He ain't gonna go to no.
He might
get to spend one night at a Holiday Inn in Galveston.
Yeah, I would say a few things here from my perspective. Number one, it sounds like you have gone over and above and over and above. And so take that pressure, take that stress off of you. I do understand going, but it's his last year. He'll never be able to do this. He is going down the list and, the core sports of the basketball and the football and, this is, we're getting down to rugby now. He's just trying to find stuff. It's a little, I say that if it's something that he's always been passionate about, he's always watched it or went and, played it in the park or this, that, and the other, and maybe it's a passion, maybe that might be a little different thing. And maybe you figure out a way, you talk to the league or maybe there's some kind of a scholarship or this, that, or the other. But if it's just another thing, because of you've done so much already, it is financial, it is time, and actually it does seem like something that could be a little more dangerous. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel stressed. And a lot
of people are saying, well, maybe it's time to just talk to him like a big boy and tell him that, you just don't talk to him about finances. I get a feeling they probably have. He sounds like a good kid. He sounds like he's a responsible kid. So chances are they have been talking to him like that for quite a while. And I don't blame her for saying, you know what? Right now, I just don't want to. I don't want to talk to him about finances. It's his senior year. I don't want that to be like a worry on his mind. So I kind of don't blame her for that. She doesn't want to say that. I get it. I don't blame her. Okay. Because sometimes that's a real buzzkill. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Okay. Our next one. Hi, Melissa. Directed to me.
I'm out.
I have been asked to speak at an event at my child's school. It's for the parents. I will be speaking on entrusting our kids with their future. Oh my God. It's for incoming high school parents who have kids making their own schedules for the first time, choosing their own sports, etc. I'm happy to have been asked as I have been a school counselor for many years, but speaking in front of a crowd, not my thing. Do you have any tips for me? I saw where you heard your friend speak for the first time yesterday. I sure did. You must follow me on my Insta stories. Did you help her? I might need someone to coach me through this. All right. Actually, yes, you're right. I did. Yesterday.
Well, first of all, if you really need a coach, this is your girl.
Yesterday, my girlfriend Whitney spoke at a Chamber of Commerce event. It's her first speaking gig that she's ever been asked to do. And so she essentially did the same thing as you are doing. She sent me her speech last week. I made some adjustments for her and gave her some tips and tricks. And afterwards, I thought she did so great. And afterwards, she came up to me and was thanking me for some of the tips that I gave her. And so, yes, I can give you a couple. Now, if I was actually just one-on-one with you, I would really coach you about how you stand and what areas to the stage to walk to, because I'm a public speaker and we work through all that. But I don't know if this is one of those things where you're just going to be behind a podium. Like yesterday, Whitney just stood behind a podium. There wasn't a lot of walking around. Usually when I speak, there's not a podium there. The whole stage is mine. And so I kind of move around a lot, but that might not be your case. But I want to tell you the first tip. Are you ready? Before you say, hi, thank you for having me. Before you say, my name is Cecile Whitney. I have no idea who it is. Before you say, my name is Louetta Smith. Before you say one word, tell a funny story. I told Whitney that. She said, absolutely not. There's no way. I'm not even funny. I said, something will happen in your day. Look for it. Look for it. Open with that. When a speaker gets up, it is the natural reaction of the audience to get a little tense. They don't know if the speaker's going to be good. They don't know if the speaker is about to like have a real dry mouth. They don't know, so they're a little tense. When you open with something funny, it is a breath in the room and everything goes smoother. So Whitney got up yesterday, and Whitney is very quiet. She got up and she said, on my way here this afternoon, as I was driving here, I got a text from my daughter, Kara, and she said, Mom, you're going to kill it. And I wrote back and I said, well, thank you, Kara. You're never this sweet to me. Why are you being sweet to me? And she said, because if you're going to kill something, Mom, I hope you kill it and not me. I have a volleyball game and I forgot all my clothes. Can you bring them to me after your speech? And everybody laughed, and so did Whitney, and the room just breathed a sigh of relief.
Let that tension air out.
Start there. And you can find that funny in something that you happened to you, or you said that you were a high school counselor. There's a funny little story. It can be 30 seconds long, but open with that and everything will be fine over that. Okay?
And don't stress. You don't have to be Jerry Seinfeld. You don't have to be whoever your favorite comedian is. There's a difference. There's a difference in just a pleasant story that will get a laugh. Funny stories are very much easier to deliver and to communicate than a joke. Don't even look at it like I'm going to tell a joke. No, don't do that. Just tell something that's real life. People can relate to it, and it just helps relieve that. You take a breath, they take a breath, and it's a great start.
So there you go. Enter as many stories, personal stories, as you possibly can. People love storytellers. They don't like speakers.
People remember stories.
Yeah. So that's it for us.
Good questions. Hey, every Wednesday is We're Here For You Wednesday. Send in your questions. They can be funny. They can be serious. They can be in between. Send them to melissa@melissaradke.com. Just put question or Wednesday or something in the title so it doesn't get overlooked. Go ahead and send it today, and we'll have it ready for next week's episode.
All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget tomorrow's Thursday Things. If you have something that you want to tell us about, we would love to know about it. It may show up. You don't ever know. It might show up here. And also your pop culture things, what you're reading, what you're watching. Let us know, and we'll talk about it. Have a great day. We love you. Bye.
See you guys. Don't forget your golden moment.
Compliment people. That's it. That's your golden moment. Compliment someone today. Magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. For today, choose someone. Might be hard. Might be your spouse. Might be your kid. Maybe all you see is their weaknesses. But today, compliment someone. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.